Our talk, of course, today, everybody out here probably knows that JSPL is one of the leading steel manufacturers in this country. But one of the biggest focus, what we are going to talk of, is the innovative solutions JSPL has to address some of the issues what we just heard about it. To start off, we will just a little bit about JSPL, though quite a number of us are aware of it. It's a $3.3 billion US dollar company, spearheaded by our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Navin Jindal. It's a part of the US 18 billion company, OP Jindal company. And we have been here, we have interests in steel, power, mines, international business, construction materials, and solutions. Our JSPL portfolio includes various things like rails, beams and columns, channels, angles of different grades. If you see our, we manufacture beams and columns up to 550 grade, which is, I think, we are one of the very few manufacturers who does so. We do have plates, again, up to 550 MPa plates, coils, rebars, and wire rods, of course, is another part of our product portfolio. In addition to this, JSPL also manufactures quite a number of things like cement, Panther cement. We manufacture cut and bend. We do LGS. We manufacture pavement, bricks, and a host of other products which are associated with our steel business. Major innovations, that's what we are going to talk about. We would like to bring to the whole audience out here, distinguished audience out here, that steel is not only 250 grade or 350 grade. Worldwide, 690 grade is used in bridges, sir. Today, our bridges, we hardly use, as sir right now said, Mr. Sood, that they are using 350 grade, whereas in US, 690 grade steel is used. Today, JSPL brings to you steel plates up to 550 MPa. Huge advantage. Weight of the structure comes down. Cost improvement. There's hardly a 5% cost increase, but the weight comes down drastically. Full benefit to the client. Full benefit to the structural designer. A very big advantage from the perspective of cost. Weather resistance plate. As Mr. Sood just mentioned, we are one of the people who have supplied steel to the Bogeyville bridge, what he mentioned to us, that too in 410 grade. We manufacture hot rolled steel, parallel flanges up to 450 grade. And we do have a capability to manufacture it up to 550 grade, but we have restricted ourselves to 450 grade. We have head hardened rails. Of course, that's something away from the building industry as such, construction industry, it's more into the railway side. And speed flow, another interesting product from our portfolio, which eliminates propping of buildings, reduces time, gives you a nice concrete finish, and gives you still a steel building with a concrete look. High strength plates, 550, obviously reduces the dead weight of the building, which ultimately increases your efficiency of the project. You have a project which can be completed much ahead of schedule. Your civil cost, foundation cost comes down. So, like we are talking about cost effectiveness, there are ways. There are some innovations which is coming in, and that's one of the focus we thought we will bring up to this audience, because steel is manufactured by quite a number of people. We heard Mr. Sood talking about Chenab Bridge. We were the ones who supplied 450 grade, E450 grade steel to those. We have supplied it to Dhirubhai Ambani International Convention Center in Mumbai. This high grade steel obviously benefits the whole building industry as such. And of course the bridge and the infrastructure. Weather resistance plates, Bogeyville, 410 copper doped. And as Mr. Sood pointed out, we are also a RDSO. We have one of our works is a RDSO approved works. now 450 grade steel. One of the biggest advantage of our hot rolled steel in E450 grade is that in comparison to an ISMB section, is that the depth of the section and the width of the section, if you really see a comparison, you will find a huge amount of different SKUs available for the same section. That means the flange and the width, web width comes down. Head hardened rail, of course, it's a product which has just come into the market. A very pertinent product because now we are looking at high-speed trains, metro projects. Speed flow. One of the biggest advantage of speed flow is you retain, when you look up, people still have a feeling that it needs to look like a concrete building. The speed flow gives you that advantage. It shows you a concrete. The speed flow joists which are left behind helps you take your utilities through those joints. This is one of the most economical and time-saving product which we have in our portfolio, specific to the building industry, probably could be used in other industries. Other JSPL value-added product, one of the key things what we thought was moving ahead from the product as a product supplier, commodity product supplier, to a solution provider. And that's one of the reasons why we went into fabricated steel structure. So what happens is, based on the structural designer's designs, we manufacture and give it to a customer. That helps the customer. In earlier cases, there were too many stakeholders in one project. Now, the customer gets a fabricated product based on the design he gives us, reduces his wastage, reduces his inventory in the site, could be a just-in-time delivery, reduces his financials, because in earlier cases, he has to pay money to get the steel, give it to a fabricator, he fabricates. So if you see the economy of the whole thing, this has been a major advantage, and we are one of the first steel producer to give such a service to the ultimate customer. Cut and bend, again, a product which actually helps the customer get rebar on a just-in-time delivery, as well as no wastage. Two major things where you save money. Similar to that is the weld mesh. Fabricated steel structure, buildings. One of our key focus areas, in Delhi, we are doing one building in Noida, Festival City. We are about to start another building, Alphatham. You'll probably hear about both these buildings from various people. We are into bridges. We have done Dharmashala Stadium. We have other applications like the airports. We have other applications like multi-level car park. We are doing the Gangaram multi-story car park at Gangaram Hospital. Airport, we have done the Vijayawada Airport. So one of the biggest focus is the fabricated finished product what we give to a client. This cut and bend, a product which is again a side product. I have a small video for you to very fast, very efficient. All you have to do is give us the bar bending schedule and you get a product which is absolutely factory made. This minor change, but if you see the economy of you having an establishment there with the labor, it will probably be beneficial for you. We can discuss about that. Sorry. Similarly, we have a stirrup making machine also. That also works automatic. In addition to that, one of the last products what we will discuss, which is a service basically, is a TMT wire mesh, where based on the customer's bar bending schedule, we can fabricate and send a wire mesh off. This again eliminates quite a bit of work in the site. A simple process, but ultimately advantages with the client. Of course, it comes with a cost, but the overall cost, if you see the economy of you having the material and wastage and all, it comes out to be quite economical. This is the weld mesh which comes out. So last thing, construction solution business. Construction solution business is an arm which has been formed by JSPL to communicate with the architects, communicate with the structural consultants, and like he was mentioning about how to find solution. There are solutions in steel which can be comparable to concrete, which could be faster, which could be cost effective. Steel is one of the very few materials. Tomorrow, if you have to have an expansion, you can do certain modifications in steel structure and go ahead with an expansion. As far as JSPL is concerned, we do have our in-house capabilities of doing design. We have a manufacturing facility which can do up to 240,000 tons of steel fabrication per year, which is one of the largest in this country. Thank you.